hearing this about Favre?
This is a very horrible look for Brett Favre. It's a very horrible look for the state of Mississippi because they were misappropriating funds that was intended for disadvantaged and underprivileged families. Skip, I need to know three things. What did Brett Favre know? When did he know it? And what did he do about it before the feds knocked on his door? That's what I need to know. And there's something else, Skip. If somebody gives you that sum of money and you're supposed to do a service and they was like, okay, we cool, your antenna don't go up? Skip, it was reported that Michael Jordan turned down a $100 million appearance, said all he needed, David Falk was explaining, it was about 2 hours, they were gonna need to use his likeness and image. And so for me, and he never divulged the details, but obviously when you're doing something like that, Michael's like $100 million, that's a lot of money. What's going on behind the crooks of it? That's me, Skip. If somebody offers me that sum of money to give for an appearance or make speeches, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. And they still pay me the money, Skip, what's up? What's really going on? That's how I think now, Skip. Now, maybe everybody's like, well, hey, somebody go give me money. But, Skip, there's nothing free. The only thing free is salvation. And televangelists charge for that. So you think somebody gonna give you $1.1 million, Skip, and you ain't got to do nothing. Skip, you ain't got to give no speeches. You ain't got to punch no clock. You ain't got to give no appearance. Just nothing. Just give you 1.1. Where they do that at? You and I in the wrong line of work, Skip, if somebody paying for you to do absolutely nothing. I mean, we are kind of stealing those, Skip. Truth be told, Skip, we kind of stealing on the low, because we both doing stuff that we really like. So, I mean, truth be told, we kind of got it good. I ain't gonna even lie. I can't even tell nobody no lie. This is not Brett Favre-ish, but it kind of like that. But we are doing what we said we were going to do. But Skip, this is a horrible look. Now, he's doing the right thing by paying it back. Now, maybe Skip, maybe the feds come to him and say, Mr. Favre, if you pay this money back, there will be no prosecution. We will go after the people that did this, and we'll leave you out of it. That might be the case, Skip, but this is a bad look for Brett Favre to be engulfed in something like this because, Skip, for me, that's a lot of money. And even though Brett Favre has made a lot of money, when people give you things, I'm like, okay, what's the catch? What's the end game? You want something. Quid pro quo is what for what? 1.1 billion, Skip. You normally getting something out of the deal, or you giving something. Last I checked.
I cannot agree with you more. My biggest takeaway is this is such a bad look for a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yes.
A quarterback many consider a top 5 quarterback. A quarterback who, Shannon, you know and I know, he could speak every night if he wanted to, and people would pay him a lot of money to speak, but he would actually have to go, arrive, dressed, speak. You'd actually have to go through the night and execute a speech that by word of mouth was good enough and funny enough and enlightening enough that other groups would want you to come and speak to them and take their Q&A session, questions, whatever. In this case,
correct,
the audit shows that he was down to do 3 speaking engagements, 1 radio appearance, and 1 keynote speech, like a keynote address. I'm going to assume that was to a college. Not sure.
Right.
But that's at least 5 commitments that he made, quote unquote, before he accepted that, you're going to pay me in 2 payments. And that was in December of 2017, $500,000. And then the next June 2018, $600,000. And you're right, Shannon. Anybody would sit back after a while and say, wait a second, I just made $1.1 million and nobody's holding my feet to the fire on any of this. I'm not even scheduled to do any speaking, and there's no radio appearance, and I don't know anything about any keynote address. I just got free money. Well, nothing's free, as you know. It sounds like sort of that good old boy network is alive and well, at least in the state of Mississippi, because it sounds like Brett Favre must have had maybe a buddy up in the power structure somewhere who said, hey, we got money. We got free money here. You want me to give it to you? And it's buddy to buddy. yeah, I can shoot you a little 1.1 million. What? Well, anybody, certainly of Brett's stature, would say, wait a second, to do what? Now he did say that he did numerous ads for Family First. Well, I'm not sure Family First is under the same umbrella of what he was supposed to be doing the speaking engagements for. So I'm unclear about that. And to Brett's credit, he said he's given millions of dollars through his charity, which is called Favre for Hope, to underprivileged kids in the state of Mississippi and the state of Wisconsin, where he obviously played at Green Bay. So I don't doubt that one bit. Go ahead.
Skip, that's two different things. You don't say, well, because I've helped people, I get to take money that I didn't earn. Skip, that doesn't work like that. I can't, agree. Skip, I can't say I've had a foundation and I've helped so many people before, so therefore if I steal something, it should be covered because of the good deed that I've done before. That's not how it works. And probably this is a nonprofit. Skip, this has to be set up as a nonprofit because they're getting government assistance. So anytime government assistance, that's a nonprofit. And you sit there and you take the money, you don't think like, man, this ain't right. No, come on, Brett. This is a horrible look for him. And it's just not the state of Mississippi. This is going on all over the U.S. This is kind of what's happening. And somebody got Skip. For you to get in this kind of this deep, almost $100 million. This ain't just happened 2 years. This has been going over an extended period of time. And somebody got the short end of the stick, and they blew the whistle. Because to steal that kind of money, you're stealing it over a period of time as not to set off red flags.
Right. And remember, 6 people they're facing criminal charges here.
Yeah.
All 6 have pleaded not guilty, just for the record. But again, you're basically embezzling funds, which were then given to Brett Favre from temporary assistance for needy families. I don't know if you can get much worse than the look, okay? And then the state auditor, was quoted as saying, I want to applaud Mr. Favre for his good faith effort to make this right and make the taxpayers and the needy families whole. Well, duh. I mean, what else could Brett do? Is he going to fight it? Is he going to say, no, you gave me the money, I'm going to keep it? When, as you said, the feds knock on his door? No, he's going to say, whoa, this is awful. I look terrible. I will give back all the money. Well, obviously, we would agree, and maybe there's some things we don't know about this, but you and I agree, he shouldn't have taken the money in the first place, or at least he should have given it back a long time ago when he realized it was for nothing, that he didn't have to do anything for the money. And anytime that happens in life, as you point out, Shannon, something is wrong.
Skip, I'm never applauding anybody for doing the right thing. And Skip, here's the argument for Brett. If Brett had done that radio appearance, if he had given that keynote, had made those 3 appearances, the feds knock on my door and say, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I didn't know the money was stolen. Yeah. I provided a service. That's fine. They paid me for said service. Go after them. But I'm keeping this money. Skip, you didn't do anything. So what were you supposed to do? And they know you didn't do anything. Like I said, Skip, I watch all these TV shows because there's really nothing on now. Normally, it's a friend or a family member that gets upset that goes and tells the po-po what really transpired. Somebody got the short end. Somebody was supposed to get $500,000 or $1 million, and they got shorted. And so instead of keeping it going and still a little bit at a time, they say, nope, we're going to blow the whole thing up. But I can't. Oh, the guy said, well, Brett is doing the right thing. He's making these families whole. He shorted them. He should make them whole. He didn't do what he didn't hold up his end of the obligation, Skip.
Okay, and yet, again, for the record, Brett Favre faces no criminal charges here. These are misappropriated funds that were given to him, but he didn't initially misappropriate the funds. So he didn't commit the criminal act. He just did the wrong thing in taking money for nothing. I think we both agree with that.
Skip, that's just like we see these promoters all the time. They give these entertainers said amount of money, or they give these actors said amount of money, and they don't fulfill the obligation of the contract. They go sue them. Brett didn't think anything like, wow, I'm supposed to give him a radio appearance. I didn't do that and still got the money. I didn't show up. I still got the money. I gave no keynote. I still got the money. Man, people giving out 1.1 million. What do they do? I want to know. But I'm not, for a nonprofit, my antenna's going to go up and like, man, that's a lot of money from a nonprofit. They ain't got money like that, Skip, because they need government assistance. So